Well, folks, in critically important news, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson announced he's going to keep his politics to himself.
On Fox and Friends, superstar Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was asked about... Yeah, he was asked about... Are his relatives here? What?
He's such a megastar. Everyone loves The Rock, okay?
But that's the point. He wants everybody to look.
Can
you smell what The Rock is cooking?
He was asked about putting his weight behind Joe Biden in the last election, so watch.
Am I happy with the state of America right now? Well, that answer is no. Do I believe we're going to get better? I believe in that. I'm an optimistic guy, and I believe we can get better. The endorsement that I made years ago with Biden was one I thought was the best decision for me at that time. Am I going to do that again this year? That answer is no. I'm not going to do that, because what I realized, what that caused back then was something that tears me up in my guts back then and now, which is division.
Everyone loves The Rock, okay?
So, a couple of questions. First of all,
maybe they're not as relatives.
Yeah.
Dwayne somehow managed to avoid being struck down by a giant bolt of irony lightning as he made his proclamation during an appearance on Fox News, which of course is just about the most political environment he could have chosen.
So you mean to tell me The Rock, a.k.a. Dwayne Johnson, took his Rudy Poo candy ass on live?
What the fuck did you just say to me, little motherfucker?
On live TV and told the millions and millions of fans that he regretted supporting Joe Biden for the 2020 election because Joe Biden is causing division in this country. Joe Biden. Not these MAGA assholes, not con man Trump, but Joe Biden is causing division in this country. Okay, Rock, we got you.
It's almost like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson didn't want to admit that his audience smacked him pretty bad for supporting Biden in the last election, and his handlers pressured him to fix the problem and keep his stardom intact. So The Rock became a pebble, and wussy-wussed out of owning the painfully clear message he was sending by sitting in MAGA world, rubbing elbows with the biggest liars in the business, pretending to dislike division and woke culture, while saying nothing about the big lie, J6, or Orangina Schlumper McPhee's last fucking Truth Social post.
What the fuck did you just say?
I do think we're living in a time where we have someone running for president that is an existential threat to democracy, right? That is where we are at. Someone who has 88, criminal charges, 4 indictments, someone that has vowed to be a dictator on the very first day he takes office. Now is the time. If you have a platform, you must be active. You must speak out. That's how I feel. And I generally don't think that celebrities should be forced to be politically active.
Not forced.
But right now, if you have a platform, you have an obligation.
But Jolly Good Giant Johnson would like us to believe that he's totally cool with Americans living under authoritarianism, as long as they just get along. Well, clearly, women and marginalized communities and thinking people are not The Rock's demographic. No, he's playing to the low-hanging fruit that slogs through life in a hateful daze, only coming to life when words like woke come out of the TV. Well, I think it's safe to say what once was a rock seems to have been beaten into a slab, and all he's got left is to appeal to the rubble. Yeah. Well, Dwayne, have a day, dude. Have a day. Yeah.
What the fuck did you just say?
And this brother gonna double down on his stupidity and say in a tweet, and I'm paraphrasing here, hey, in the future, my ballot, my vote is between me and the ballot box. You know what that says? It has the same energy as when when they ask these celebrities, hey, are you homosexual? And their answer is, well, I believe that what happens in the privacy of my home and in my bedroom is between me and the person I'm sharing my space with. All you're doing is confirming what we already know with your non-answer.
What the fuck did you just say to me, little motherfucker?
I remember him saying that line at the conventions. That's the point. Everybody loves The Rock, and The Rock wants everybody to love him.
But The Rock, he endorsed Biden the last time, and now he says he's not endorsing anybody.
Yeah.
But Trump has gotten worse since then.
He's gotten worse.
So my assumption is he's going to vote for Biden.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson doesn't want to take a stand because that would be divisive. Taking a stand against Donald Trump is a divide between what is right and what is wrong. And that is the definition of American history. Our entire history is about taking a stand and dividing between right and wrong, between free and not free. When Paul Revere came riding along and said the British are coming, it is time to overthrow our oppressor, the British monarch, and establish a place of freedom, you had to take a stand, whether you would fight for freedom or not. When Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation amidst the Civil War, you had to take a stand. There was a divide between should you support people being enslaved in chains and bondage or not. When Rosa Parks sat on a bus and propelled forward the civil rights movement, because yes, every goddamn human and American should have the same rights from drinking fountain to White House. Yes, you had to take a stand because there was a divide between right and wrong.